Alrighty, so what we have here is the Inteleon VMAX League Battle deck. Now, a League Battle... Awesome. See, that is like what this is all about. That's what Pokemon should be all about. That's not going to work there. There. That's what Pokemon should be all about. Kids. Like, there's a video going around of a bunch of people going nuts at a department store for Pokemon cards. And they're not players, and they're not for kids. They're scalping. They're just buying the cards and selling them on eBay for a higher price. And that to me is disgusting. Because what that does is it stops competitive players from getting product they need to play competitive Pokemon, because there's a huge competitive nature to this game. And stuff like that stops that from happening, but it also stops kids from collecting the game. And we need to keep in mind, friends, that when we're going nuts and we're buying all this product, exactly, Innocent Cupcake, exactly. We need to keep in mind that even if we're collecting and we're older, we need to keep in mind that this is a children's game. That this game is, meant for kids to collect and have fun with their favorite Pokemon. And exactly, everybody. Same with the PS5 is another good example. We have to keep in mind that kids want to buy these cards. They don't care about the value of the cards. All they care about is getting cool Pokemon cards. And when people go out and they ransack stores for this product so they could turn around and sell them online for a massive profit, not only are you hurting the game for the people who play it competitively, but you're also hurting the game for the little kids. And right now the little kids are more important, because the people who play Pokemon competitively, this product isn't doing them any good, because there's no tournaments to go to. So what you're doing is you're stopping kids from collecting their favorite Pokemon cards, and that's not right. And that is never right. So I just implore you guys, even if you're collecting and you're buying them for the right reasons, just think about the kids. Think about the kids. This public service announcement has been brought to you by Arrows Gaming. Okay, so this is a League Battle deck. And now Pokemon has a bunch of different decks. They have starter decks, which are generally, like, they're not bad, but they're not the greatest. Every now and then, they're not competitive. I used to run a Pokemon night at a local shop of mine here in the city I live in, and I would always tell parents, if they were looking to buy decks to get their kids into Pokemon, these are the decks you want. League Battle decks or Battle Arena decks, anything that isn't a starter deck. And why that is, because these are more tailored. These decks are more tailored to going to like your local game shop and playing with other competitive players and winning. This deck in particular is only like 4 or 5 cards different from actual tournament winning decks. So if you have kids that are getting older, or you've been interested in playing Pokemon yourself, these are always the better option than buying like a starter deck. Like, yeah, a starter deck is cool, and sometimes you get really good starter decks. Like the Vivid Voltage Charizard starter deck is super good, and you could literally build a local tournament winning deck out of 2 of them. So in that case, yes, but 90% of Pokemon starter decks are kind of garbage. If you're a kid collecting them, 100% buy them, 100%, because you're gonna get the cover card in a rarity that you won't get it out of a pack. But if you're a more competitive player, or you want to get into more competitive Pokemon, even at like an entry level, I would always suggest staying away from starter decks and focusing more on like League Battle decks or Battle Arena decks were a thing back in the past. Because these are you're definitely going to get your money's worth more out of these than you would a starter deck. So, what comes in a League Battle deck, you might ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. League Battle decks have evolved a lot over the years, to the point now where you actually get like quite a few good things with them. So to start off, you get a rule book. You get a rule book, and you get a you get this. And what this is really cool. This is some instructions about how to upgrade your deck. So these instructions are good and definitely worth looking into. And a lot of these cards I'm actually going to talk about when we get to the next part after I open up the deck. And then on this part, it tells you a little bit about what the deck does, what the purpose of it is, what your main strategy is going to be. So I have to say, Pokemon as a company, they do a really good job on these battle arena decks. I'm pretty sure I've bought in almost every one that's come out. I think I might have only missed one or two, and that's because when they came out, the cards in them weren't legal anymore. And when I say legal, the Pokemon trading card game enters what we like to call a yearly rotation. And what happens in that yearly rotation is certain sets get removed from competitive play. And so what that means is that, like, for example, the format we're in now is the which one is it? The Team Up On format. But in September, Team Up, Unbroken Bonds. What am I doing with my life? There we go. Team Up, Unbroken Bonds, Unified Minds, Cosmic Eclipse, and a bunch of other sets get rotated out. And what they do that for is to keep the game fresh, so that the same decks aren't winning all the time, which is smart. It's smart. So what you get when you buy a League Battle deck, you get everything you need to start playing Pokemon on a entry level competitive play. You get dice for damage, and you get a dice to roll. This is really cool. The dice have actually evolved a lot over the years, and I'll show you. So a lot of Pokemon coins require a coin flip, but on the competitive scene, you can cheat a coin. And I know it seems silly to talk about cheating a coin for a children's card game, but it happens a lot. So what they've done for that is we have this nice clear, I don't know if it's clear to you guys, but we have this nice clear dice so you can see through it, so you can tell that people aren't cheating. And you use that to roll if an attack requires you to roll, or use it to roll if you need to get rid of like a status affliction or something like that. And so what we do as competitive players is that evens are heads and odds are tails. So if I had to like roll for a Thunder Shock to see if my opponent was paralyzed, we roll a 3, that's a tails, my opponent wouldn't be paralyzed. And then we also get these really cool dice that all have different increments on them. So we have ones that have, see, we got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then we have another one that goes to 110, 70, like really cool, really cool. You use these to keep track of your HP, which is really cool. And then we also get tokens, one for poison. So if your Pokemon is poisoned, you put this on them, you put this on the card, and it signifies that they're poisoned and they take damage in between turns. And then we also have one for burn, and same thing, if your Pokemon gets burned, you do the same thing, you put it on, and then it signifies that you're burned. You'll also get a Pokemon trading card code for the Pokemon trading card game online. This is really cool. If you guys have noticed, when you buy your packs of cards, you get one of these in a pack as well. And what it does is the ones you get out of packs will give you one pack from that set on the Pokemon trading card game online simulator, and you can go online to pokemon.com and follow the steps and download that for your computer. I believe now it's out on your smartphones, your tablets, anything. Well, what happens when you buy stuff like a League Battle deck, the code you get for the PTCGO will give you this exact deck in the Pokemon trading card game online, which is really cool and really awesome. So you can build this deck on Pokemon trading card game online And especially now when we're in this era of COVID where you can't really, I don't know about you guys, but I can't go to card shops and play. This gives me another out to practice playing Pokemon online, which is always good. Maybe we'll play Pokemon. Maybe we'll do some Pokemon TCGO after we're done this. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. So, and then you get the deck. Now, if you're looking to get different cards, don't buy this product more than once unless you specifically need extras of certain cards. And that being said, saying that is because all of these cards in every single one of these League Battle decks are going to be the same card. You're going to get the same 60 cards no matter how many of these you buy. So you get this cool little League Battle deck box, really nice. And then you get this 60 card deck. And now the cool thing about this 60 card deck is it's competitive out of the box. So you buy it and you could go to like a Pokemon League and play other people with this deck and probably do really good, because like I said, the past 3 or 4 of these League Battle decks have all, like, these decks have always been really good back when they were called Battle Arena decks, but the past 3 or 4 of these decks, Pikachu Zekrom tag team, Charizard Reshiram tag team, and Zacian V, and this one are all super good decks. Like amazing decks. Like you could probably go to a local Pokemon League or a local tournament, and if you've practiced with the deck and you've learned the deck, you could probably do very well. So this is Inteleon V. So this deck gives you 2 Inteleon Vs and 2 Inteleon VMAXs. Now, I don't mind telling you guys that I bought this deck from Mario's Gaming World. If you guys don't already follow him, he just started streaming. He just started streaming. No, that's not it. It must be Mario's Gaming World. Or I deleted it. No, okay. He just started streaming, and he has a YouTube channel where he does lots of stuff for Digimon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all sorts of cool stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to TCG Player for this, because we're going to show you guys. So I don't mind telling you guys that I bought this deck from Mario for $45 Canadian. Okay, so the Inteleon V, this rarity for the VMAX is $9.53 American. So that's probably $12 or $13 Canadian. And then the Inteleon V is about $3. So $45, I almost got actual like product value out of these 4 cards on their own. So that's really cool. And the deck also comes with a lot of other stuff. So comes with like a bunch of energy, we got great balls, and it comes with like a good set of support, which is really cool. The supporters that you're going to get in this game to play the game are some of the best supporters that you'll find on the competitive scene right now. Like you get like 60 cards, and they're all really good cards, and the deck is designed that they all work very well together. So like, for example, this Drizzile, when you evolve it onto a Sobble, then you get to use the ability to search your deck for a card, a trainer card, and add it to your hand. So it lets you cycle through stuff and lets you build up advantage. And then we have Snom, Quick Ball.
For that follow, and welcome to Team Arrows.
Haruto31, thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? We got Capricious Buckets. Like, everything in this deck is built to work very well in sync with each other. Like, we have a regular Inteleon, it lets you search your deck for more cards. So everything here is going to work to let you power up your Inteleon. And again, like I said, disclaimer, unless you're specifically looking for extras, you're just playing PTCGO. Nice, 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 nice. What are you playing on PTCGO? Like this deck is designed to work very well with the cover cards and really play competitively. So like I always tell people, if you're looking to get into entry level Pokemon TCG, starting with a League Battle deck is definitely the way to go. Trainer Challenge, nice. Like, you get good supporters, you just get good cards all around. Like, all these cards are seen in so many tournament decks right now. And like I said, even this deck I would say roughly has about like I'm going to say roughly a 6 to 8 card differential between what you would see in an actual competitive, like tournament winning, like big tournament winning Inteleon deck, which is really cool. So yeah, $45 Canadian. I believe if you were to buy them online at a card shop or in American money, it's $29.99. It's definitely worth the money for sure. You get good cards, and if you want to play competitive Pokemon at a tournament entry level, or even if you just want to like play with your friends who have been playing for a long time, you get everything you need to do just that. The rule book, ways that you can fix your deck, amazing, really good stuff, definitely worth it. And if you can find them, I would definitely suggest picking up a couple. The Charizard Reshiram is actually only like 4 cards different than an actual like major tournament winning Charizard Reshiram deck. The Pikachu Zekrom deck is chef's kiss. And the one released before this, the Zacian V, is also a really, really solid deck. And the cool thing about these is, like I was talking about earlier, with Pokemon having a rotation list every year, the League Battle decks that come out during that time are all legal. So this deck is legal for the Fall Sword and Shield On format, which is super cool. So if you pick up this deck, you're not going to have to worry about it being illegal to play in tournaments at the end of the summer, because everything in here is from Sword and Shield On, which is what that rotation is going to when we hit September, because Pokemon always rotates in September. So really cool stuff. If you guys are looking for a fun deck to play, for any kind of deck to play, I would always suggest this. Well, you see what happens, Haruto, is in competitive Pokemon play, Pokemon plays under a set rotation. So right now, the current Pokemon set rotation is Pokemon Sun and Moon Team Up to the newest set, Pokemon Sword and Shield Battle Styles. Then what happens is at the fall of every year, Pokemon's new season starts. The World Championships have happened in August, so a new competitive season starts in September. And what Pokemon does to keep the game fresh and for it to never be stale is they'll rotate out sets. So certain sets will no longer be legal for competitive play. You can still take them over to your friend's house and have a good time, and you can take them to most Pokemon leagues that don't have a standard format. So Pokemon breaks off into 2 formats. A standard format, which is always rotated every year. So come September, the Pokemon standard format is going to be Sword and Shield On. So any cards that come from sets before Sword and Shield, so that's Sun and Moon, Cosmic Eclipse, back to Sun and Moon Team Up, those sets will not be legal in standard Pokemon tournaments. But Pokemon also has another format as well called Extended. And extended format goes from Black and White, like, which was like years upon years ago, to the newest set. So it's all just a matter of where you want to play. If you don't want to constantly invest in a whole new block of cards, you just played theme format. Yeah, that's cool. I like theme deck format. So if you don't want to, if you're playing competitively and you don't want to constantly constantly invest in a whole new format, then you play extended format. There's tons of competitive play for both. Pokemon is very good at making it so that extended format gets the same amount of love as standard format for competition, which is really cool. So that's the Inteleon V deck. I really enjoy it. I'm really excited to play it. This is actually probably going to be the deck that I'm going to play for the next couple months until Chilling Reign comes out. And if you guys are enjoying this, would you like me to do like a set review for Chilling Reign on what I think is going to be the big decks? I do play online. I haven't played online in a while, but I have done a couple streams of rocking out with a Vivid Voltage Charizard deck. That was really good. And I think maybe after we do the rest of this, I might hop on to PTCGO online, put this deck into PTCGO, and maybe show you guys some games with it online.